Did Mardi Gras become less Mardi Gras when the floats started being pulled by tractors instead of horses?
I wouldn't say so.
Then the tractor is the stuffed king cake.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just some things you should do and some things you shouldn't do. And I just don't think a king cake should have, boudin stuffed in it and then be called a king cake, because it's really not a king cake.
No, it's no more
you know
than
what I'm saying?
Right. No more than cutting a hole down the middle of a beef Wellington.
It's good. Don't get me wrong. I had a boudin king cake not too long. It was very good.
That pepper jelly on top.
Yeah,
Forget about
it. I mean, but you can't really say it's a true king cake, a traditional king cake. So it's kind of like, they just spun out the new Hubig pies. Have you had any?
Not yet.
Dude, don't waste your $2.50.
Don't tell me that.
I'm telling you.
Don't tell me
people
that.
People just say, "Well, yeah, man, I used to eat one of them sunbuggers every day for breakfast, man. They used to have the ones in the little pie tins. You remember the pie tins? I do.
The sweet potato.
And the sweet potato or the peach.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, I'm not. Anytime you transfer ownership of anything, you're going to lose some quality. It's going to change. It's not going to be, the apple cuts aren't as big. Something's wrong with the filling. It doesn't taste. The lemon.
They were saying the lemon's runny.
It's real runny. It looked like snot. I mean, it was and that was the consistency of it. I mean, it was just real it was runny. It used to be kind of thicker. When you bit into it, it didn't all fall out.
Right.
And that's kind of what you get.
Yeah,
now.
More like had the consistency of like a Bavarian cream.
Yeah, the pie crust itself is pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, that tastes pretty good. They just got it, and I'm hoping for them, because being a New Orleans native, that's a big thing for us. You know that, man. I mean,
yes.
You grew up eating them, and that's a part of the city.
Right.
And so I'm really hoping that they can get everything right and do the things that they need to do, because it is something that I think should be brought back and kept.
Did you have the lemon or the apple on the way back?
I had the apple.
Okay. That's
the apple.
Darn it.
So they had them at Rouse. One of the Rouses in Baton Rouge had them yesterday. I'm not sure, but somebody posted it on Facebook.
And this is
so
another
I'm not sure which one had it. I got mine from New Orleans.
I'm going to mention Mathern's again, because they've been having them on and off. But the thing is, like when Mathern's gets them, they get a rush on them. And there's a Facebook group talking about who has them. Like, where can I find the Hubix tracker? And every time Mathern's gets them in, and I don't know if they've been getting them at the downtown location, because the one on Nicholson, right across the street from Tiger Stadium, every time they get them, boom, people are in there going to grab them.
I'm kind of like Red from the movie Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
Or The Longest Yard. Who was the guy in Longest Yard? Do you remember his name? The guy that got burned up?
I don't.
Don't remember his name?
I don't.
All right, I'm going to think about that.
I know Burt Reynolds was in it.
Burt Reynolds was in it.
Or Adam Sandler was in the remake.
Yeah, that was.
Chris Rock.
But as a man of Italian descent, I've been known to procure a thing or two here and there,
Yes.
You need a set of tires.
I got a guy.
TV.
Got a guy.
King cake.
Got a guy.
Apple pie from Hubig.
Yeah.
Give me a call.
Okay.
I'll take care of it for you. I'll make it happen. That's on the DL.
I want the confirmation that everybody, because it's mixed reviews of what's being posted about it. I mean, it's not the same.
I'm not saying not to try it, because you need to try it so you can compare it to what it used to be. But I'm going to tell you, it ain't the same. I mean, I could just, right now, it ain't the same. But it is what it is. But, we do our Foodie Friday. And like I said, told you earlier, I'm glad to be here. And unfortunately, couldn't make it here last time. So when we talked about the ruffelatta last time, I had a lot of people calling me. What's up with the ruffelatta? Right. Huh? You eat it, you pass out? You spike somebody. You put it in somebody's Bloody Mary. What are you doing with the ruffelatta?
It is Bill Cosby's favorite sandwich.
Come on, you can't. Why don't you call it a roast beefalata?
Right. Roastalata.
A roastalata. No, ruffelatta is good. I like the ruffelatta.
All right, ruffelatta.
Now, we're gonna make it today and let you try it.
Okay.
Okay. And I will put it on the menu. Now, we're going through some system upgrades right now. We're changing our POS systems, and we got some stuff, and we're going to change some menu options and do some stuff with our menu in the next week or two at the beginning of the year. Normally, we do it at the end of the year, but I took vacation this year at the end of the year, and I wasn't about doing anything. It just had laying on my butt.
Very detailed explanation. Thank you.
We're doing it. So, what are you giving me peace signs for? That means
we got 2 minutes.
That's a 2-minute warning,
2
Rocco.
minutes till break? Why don't we just skip the commercials? Look, here's $50. Give it to Corey.
I cannot skip the commercials.
Give it to Corey. Tell him I was in for the last 10 minutes, but we're going to make it. And so Do we need to? Let me ask you. Should we wait until we come back to start production, or should I talk about it now? Because 2 minutes ain't a whole lot of time.
Let's
Minute and a half now.
Basically, it's a roast beef on a muffalata bun.
Yes.
What the difference is we take and we put a little butter, garlic seasoning on the top of the bun and on the bottom.
Herbs in there.
Yeah, on the bottom of the bun, and the green stuff you see is a little parsnip.
Okay, parsnip.
Just kidding. It's actually medical marijuana that we're putting on here.
That's why the sandwich is so good.
Wait till after you eat this. You think the king cake looks good now?
Right.
Oh my goodness, baby.
Wait, what's it? Yeah.
So basically that's all it is. It's on a toasted muffalata bun.
Okay.
And if you got diverticulitis, this ain't your thing because it's got seeds on it. People that have diverticulitis can't have seeded buns.
Crossover episode again.
So since we're going to the medical moment again, I mean, look, I told you I actually wanted to go to medical school. Then I got to LSU and decided that 10 years of residency was too much. Then I wanted to be an attorney. Then I found out it was 3 more years. Well, heck, when I found out, I was already into my 4th year. So, I mean, I wasn't about to add 7 more years on top of that just to get a bachelor's degree, right? So I got out. The rest is history.
We got to get to your money now.
Get to your money now.
We're going to get to your money now.
We're going to ruffalatta.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about my second favorite po' boy of all time.
Yes.
For me.
All that's coming up next on Talk 107.3.
So,
if you take that off, you don't have a microphone. So I'll do the play-by-play. All right. Yes. No, we're gonna get away from Mardi Gras music, but I got something different to do here. Give me When I Hear Music by Debbie Deb.
oh.
No, this is gonna be a Mardi Gras topic though. And so you put some mayonnaise on top of the butter.
We do. Not a lot.
What's amazing is how you got butter and oil. So you got butter and oil, right? Because there's oil in the mayo. But they're 2 completely different flavors. Okay, it's a thin. It's like a primer coating. You got like a primer coat. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Did you bring the hot sauce?
I did.
All right. Yeah. I love how everybody not from here thinks we all have Tabasco and everything. And it's like, it's Crystal or it's Louisiana or it's nothing. Crystal.
Tabasco is good. I'll throw a little Tabasco in some gumbo to give it a little heat.
Mm-hmm.
But like when I'm eating something, I don't want it to be hot, spicy.
Right.
That's why I like the Crystal or Louisiana.
I love spicy.
I mean, I could drink that stuff. Literally, I'm not kidding. I love it. It's my favorite. Absolute favorite. Out of everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open up the door. 5, 6, 7. You're gonna be in heaven. Can I see your peach? Or can I see your cherry? Which one would it be?
Thank God he's not on microphone right now. Because if the Facebook audience was hearing any of this, we would not just be canceled. We would be buried under a prison. Yeah. Skip Bayless? And you know what? So I'm not even mad at him anymore. I'm mad at everybody else who watches him and clicks on his shit. He says these things just to antagonize people. He goes out of his way to make sure everybody else is talking about Skip Bayless, by the way, goes out of his way to make sure that everyone is going to be offended and angry. He's trying to get you mad. He's trying to get a rise out of you.
Then he should have, if he's trying to make people mad, he should have said it was.
everything on the line here in this game doesn't matter. I think he was being very candid.
Oh, so you bought into his apology then? His original tweet was scripted out specifically so he would have that out on the back end. That was crafted that way. He said, you know what would piss people off? If I talked about the playoff implications. And then he said, let me put 3 words on the back end just so I'll have a reason for people to click on me a second time when the rest of the world gets it wrong and I was right. I'm off him. I wish everybody would be off of him. Just stop taking the damn bait.
Listen. Now, all these soccer players that are dropping dead.
I'm just saying it's a little weird.
Did you vax or non-vax? You vax?
I vaxxed.
You vax?
Unfortunately, I vaxxed.
You vax?
Wait, I'm sorry. Yes, overwhelmingly so. I get 2 boosts a week.
I didn't get the booster though.
It's dude.
I vaxxed. But again, I'm pickled half the time anyway. So
I was a sheep and I got vaxxed.
Well,
no, you were smart and used your head.
Well, I'll tell you this much I will tell you.
Now I'm scared.
My wife didn't take it because she's a non-vaxxer.
Because a person who got hit by a truck died on the field.
And look, let me tell you something. My wife is as healthy as you're gonna get. Runs, eats right, barely drinks. Dude, she got it. She didn't take the vaccination, bro. She was down for almost 13 days.
Yeah.
So Chuck Coughlin got it.
Oh, Chuck got hit hard.
And dude, it almost killed him.
Yeah.
I saw him like a month afterwards walking around outside. He was walking and I was talking to him and I was like, I saw him, pulled up, look, back up a little bit. Don't get too
What?
I said, don't get too close to me. Back up. How you feeling? I was talking, he was like 6 feet away and he sounded like, dude, he couldn't breathe and he was like, it's all in my chest still. He goes, I'm supposed to be not, contagious anymore. He said, but I still don't feel right. And he was going back to the hospital and getting respiratory seeing respiratory therapists for like 2 months.
Yeah.
So when I got it, I got Omicron. After I got the second shot, I didn't get boosted. I got the first shot, the second shot, then I got Omicron. And I was sicker the week y'all went on a retreat than I was when I got Omicron.
I thought because you said you tested negative for COVID on that.
Negative for COVID, but I probably had the flu. That was day 5 when I got tested. Not the Zufluenza, whatever that shit's called. Oh! Here's my new move. Check it out.
8:56. 8:56. Talk 107.3 FM WBRP.
I got rid of for a white dude. You gotta admit.
So here's the thing, Rocco. I know we've been playing Mardi Gras music all day long, but you cannot have a Mardi Gras season without hitting Veterans Boulevard and Metairie and seeing like the Gold Dusters coming by dancing to this one. This is every bit of Mardi Gras music as Carnival time is.
The Gold Dusters, is that like the Strutters, the Chalmette Strutters?
The women that should have aged out of dance class a long time ago.
And they always get that one,
No, you don't need to finish that sentence. And then they get the dudes in the satin jackets. Back up, man. Back up. The guys in the satin jackets with the way too underserved mustache.
The one dude,
Yeah, back up, man. Back up.
He's in the middle, and he's cutting it up, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, he's like, touche, baby. Go on with your step.
All right, we got 3 minutes on air. We're going to continue on Facebook Live, so let's dive in. Let's make a sandwich.
All right, so ruffelatta, I got it almost made for you, right? So we got, standard dress, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, pickle.
Yes.
Almost fun. And like I said earlier, we put a little butter, garlic, Parmesan, sprinkled with a little parsnip.
Yeah, parsnip.
I don't even know what that is, by the way. Actually, it's not medicinal marijuana. It's actually something I bought on the street corner right before I got here.
All good.
Anyway, point is, you're going to be very hungry in a little bit, and you're going to be eating this. But we make it just like now, we do put a little bit of mayonnaise. And why is that?
To connect with the gravy.
Exactly.
It interacts. It mingles.
Exactly. So
it mingles, if you will.
We go ahead and we put that on there. We got the roast beef. It's with the gravy. And you can call brown gravy gravy.
Yes.
And by the way, if I broke my leg, brown gravy would come pouring out.
We were talking about blood types earlier.
There you go. My blood type is brown positive.
All right, before you close that off, I want Alondra to get a pic of both of them. So because it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
That is the ruffelatta. Now, What did I tell you earlier? My second favorite po' boy was.
You told me your second favorite po' boy is the ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese.
Ham and Swiss.
Don't you ever underestimate the taste value of a good ham and cheese po' boy. And the key is you can't do American cheese.
It's got to be Swiss.
American cheese is nothing but the canned cheese, the cheese whiz, just flattened out and made into a big block.
Right.
And it's partly, I mean, it's pretty much all chemicals and bologna in it.
Right.
It's not real cheese.
No, I hear you.
Okay. It's yellow.
Yeah.
You know, yellow.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going with the true Swiss cheese.
I mean, we're talking
Swiss,
good old Swiss
From
with
France.
holes in it. Right.
Comes from France, like the cone heads.
Yeah.
Get that one?
Most things that are Swiss come from France.
There you go. So is it Switzerland? Norway. It's Norwegian. Norwegian cheese.
It's Dutch. We'll roll. We got 30 seconds on air.
And then you do, look, so you do your ham and cheese, and then on the ruffelatta, you also put, like a muffalata, you put provolone cheese.
Yes.
But the key to the ham and cheese, the Swiss,
Yes.
before you eat it,
5358 Drusilla Lane is where you'll find Rocco's. Add the Crystal Hot Sauce.
Crystal Hot Sauce.
Yes, add the Crystal Hot Sauce. 225-248-1999. Rocco, love you, brother.
Can't stand it.
All right. Oh.
So you go with.
You like the new voice guy?
Now, on Facebook, right?
Yeah, Facebook needs the microphones. Let's put the old mic back in. Pull that all the way.
So, okay, so now we put a cheese on there.
You got the cheese.
A little bit of cheese. And then we put our ham, Stacey Pride.
Yeah.
It's a New Orleans thing, you know that.
I do.
I don't know if I knows it, but and then now if we got any Muslim people, they don't like pork.
Okay. So ham and cheese is going to be bad.
So ham and cheese is not good for them.
Right.
So I guess eat roast beef and cheese.
Sure. It's.
They don't do the pork.
I understand.
You know. So and then
Drizzle. Wow, that's okay. So that's a pretty generous drizzle. I like it. Alondra, can you grab? Wait, let's grab one more. Let's go grab another picture before you close it all off. We'll do it. Yeah, cut it and make it open.
I'll cut it for you.
And then we'll hold it up for Facebook to see on camera. And you know where to find them at 3358 Drusilla Lane.
How do you want it?
All right.
Oh yeah.
So let's present for the Facebook audience. We can.
I don't have a plate. Where's the plate?
No, we're gonna bring the whole platter over there so you can see them both. Bring the whole cutting board.
Where is
Oh, it's downstairs. Crap. Let me go get it. We'll talk about this in a minute. Wait, what cheese are you putting on the?
Provolone.
You putting provolone on the?
Provolone.
You're putting provolone on your muff.
Yeah, you can't go this way.
Okay. Absolutely. Yes. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, good to see you again. We're actually still on for a little bit, so all good. All good. It's just we're on for Facebook, so yeah, all good. With the no, with Cristo Ray. He's a Cristo Ray student.
Oh
Yeah. I don't know. Claire's over at the diocese. All right, I'm gonna go run and get the plates so your stuff can be pretty. Remember, the microphone's behind you. No one can hear you.
All right. There you go. And a little bit of this. And, I don't even know how I get to be this good, honestly. It's probably You know, some people were just born.
You were probably just born with it, honestly.
Just some people just have it.
Yeah.
The gregariousness.
Yeah.
The affability, the lovability.
Yeah.
I'm a handsome man, by the way.
Yes.
Where did you go? Go back home?
Yeah.
What is that, Wisconsin?
Texas.
Texas?
Yeah, I'm not from Wisconsin. I grew up in Round Rock, which is like a suburb of Austin. But
were you cold?
it was cold.
Okay, cheese. How do you want to do this?
Oh, jeez.
You want to
You
put?
want to cut up the so we'll have a piece of each on the plate for the presentation there.
That I can do.
Hey, Rock, are you on TikTok?
I don't TikTok.
All right.
This guy knows.
They got a guy.
Fucking Chinese.
He knows.
Yeah, all right.
We said because the fucking Chinese are freaking infiltrating our country with the TikTok.
No, I know. They know all the latest dances.
Story about the TikTok.
I've seen many stories about the TikTok. They're all meant to make us scared.
The majority of stuff on there.
It's educational.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah. I did not see that.
They have so much more rules in China over what TikTok's.
We're a freedom-loving people over here.
You get like stupid.
Yeah, because hey, Michelle, we are a freedom-loving people, so we're gonna have fewer rules than China on anything.
I'm just saying.
When they started talking Spanish in the middle of nothing. Oh, I was about to say, you're looking fantastic. You're crushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
Michelle, she just carries her weight so well. I'm like, what does that mean?
It's so.
King cake.
Yes, but she used to bring me one.
She brought a whole cart up here. Did you not get one? She brought a whole cart up here. She was pushing it around like, yeah.
This is a roast beef po' boy on muffalata bread. It's called the ruffelatta. Not to be confused with the drug.
Ruffelatta. All right, we give this to Alondra so she can show off to Facebook.
And you're welcome. I've got enough to make one more ham and cheese, and you guys can eat whatever you got.
Absolutely.
And scarf it down and.
I'm gonna come back. Today is my cheat day because it's King's Day. I normally do it on King's Day, but okay.
Hey, you want a piece of this, or a ham and cheese or something?
Yeah, get in it. Get seriously, try the ruffalatta. I've never had it before, so I can't give a review. But the last time he sold me on a sandwich I'd never had before, it was his club, and it was I have. It was crazy good.
I'll take a piece you want.
Just not a big one at all.
Right here.
Yeah, that's good. Did y'all get a good look?
So.
There you go, boo boo.
Hey, the Facebook Live had left the rails hours ago, so.
Grinder. Yeah. And dude, how do you not know what the Bunny Ranch is?
Okay, you were listening. No, it's a whorehouse. No, in Vegas.
Hold on. Let me rephrase that for you. It's a gentleman's entertainment venue.
No. Yes. No, the Penthouse Club is a gentleman's entertainment venue.
It's a whorehouse too, but
it's a brothel.
That's a better way.
Okay.
Whorehouse sounds kind of sleazy. I mean, it's just, they're trying to earn a living. You don't have to demean them too. I mean, they're in.
Oh, so you're woke now?
They're in there. You're woke now? They got bills to pay.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I'm not talking about the quality of their work because I wouldn't know. But I didn't know it was called the Bunny Ranch because I saw a few episodes of the HBO show. And the HBO show was called Cat House.
They're not whores, they're sex workers.
That's right.
They are sex workers. You're right.
Thank you for the clarification.
I very deeply apologize.
Yeah, that's kind of, it makes it just sound dirty because I've never been in one of those places.
No, because, when they're getting,
when I was in Amsterdam,
raw dogged by an offshore rig worker who hasn't showered in 2 weeks, they really don't want to be called a bad name.
No, I mean it's
No,
it's a clean environment, and they got bathtubs. You take a shower, and
I'm sure they get tested.
and
absolutely.
I mean, again, I've never been to one. In Amsterdam one time I saw them, but I when I was over there before I got married and stuff. But I never went. Well, okay, I did go in one, but I never. So anyway, the point is that I saw one.
Saw one,
and they do have the red light district in Amsterdam. They really do.
Yeah,
They're actually dancing in the windows and stuff. Not that I was looking, but anyway.
And when you say red light district, you're not talking about like what Fred Rayford's working on.
No. This is like a true red light.
Synchronizing the red light district.
Like I had no idea at all what the bunny ranch were.
Here,
Chucky, look.
Fox the movie.
Did you get your king cake? No. Somebody was bringing king cakes to everybody. I brought one, so I don't guess Brian needs it.
Talk to us on 3. We just got it fixed. We had a little problem there. Okay, thank you.
What happened?
We have to flip the selector over from Fox to Moon. I thought that was just for the board.
I thought it was too.
Are we? So is that the external? Are we listening to external right now?
Yeah, but I had to turn the pot up.
What's this Moon guy from anyway?
Other side of the river. Blackman. Put it in external too.
He sounds like he's from New Orleans.
The signal here is strong. But it should sound just like it should on the program.
Yeah, but no. What? Excuse me. Can you? Oh, Alan, is it not the right workflow?
It said Moon before. It had the beep right on before.
Production issues at Guarantee 107.3. Please stay tuned. Are we still on Facebook? And my head is not showing anymore. Feliz Navidad.
Happy birthday.
No, that's Merry Christmas. Feliz cumpleaños. Sí, feliz cumpleaños. ¿Cuántos años tienes? How old are you? Right there with your brother. No shame in that game. I'm over the Overhill gang. Over the hill. You want a piece of this? Yeah. You want a piece of ham and cheese ham with no cheese? This guy can't eat cheese. I've never heard of somebody being lactose intolerant who can't have cheese.
I don't trust those people. Never heard of them trust.
I'm lactose intolerant. I can't have milk. I don't drink any kind of milk at all, but I can have cheese and like yogurt doesn't bother me. I drink milk.
Yeah, so it came on.
I can't even have like soy milk and stuff like that.
Really? I don't like it.
It just tears my stomach up for some reason. But I mean, I eat yogurt all the time.
Yeah, I don't. Doesn't do well.
No major issues with that.
I start to sweat
with the yogurt.
Someone's punching me in the guts.
Is that the rectat? Yeah.
Yeah, what about this Moon guy? I was trying to listen to him yesterday. Keep your shirt on. Yeah, what I don't have is BC. Got that.
We're not on the air yet. Yeah, I hit play.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said mine.
No.
I coached my daughter and I coached my son through 5th grade.
I hadn't coached. That wasn't doing anything. I was playing for in the studio. 2 years. Well, that was one.
Yeah. Just really, he just don't know how to.
No, we were dead the whole time. Yeah. You were hearing the headphones. You were hearing the headphones that were plugged in over here.
Yeah, not a big fan. All the schools.
3 of the kids kids were shaving before the game.
There you go.
It was Chris. So one of the kids really did have a
Yeah.
goatee. Yeah. It's like, yeah, at least I don't have to shave it before school. He looked, I'm like,
All right. Sorry about that, Facebook. We went dead on the air. So, hey, Jason says I might be a little bit late on this comment. It says I'm not believing Rocco on this. Oh, I know what one he's talking about. Having seen a brothel but never partaken. Anyway, that's where we were when we left off before that frantic 8 minutes worth of
story.
Okay.
Not about a brothel, but you know, my brothel-like behavior back then.
Okay.
So, used to go mud sharking back in the days. You know, 1:30 in the morning when the bars are about to close. Used to pop into sports, see if I can find myself a date for the evening.
For the evening?
Yeah, like or the early morning hour.
Yeah.
One time, picked up on this little Asian girl, and man, from what I remember before I went to sleep, she was smoking hot. I mean, who's the prettiest Asian woman you can think of?
Is Mina Kimes Asian?
I don't even know how it is, but let's go with her. Anyway.
Good God.
So all I know is I pass out and then wake up the next morning, and I'm laying next to this young
Hey, come get a sandwich.
Asian girl. And I'm like, So I kind of look, pull the sheets back a little bit. Like, yeah, she's pretty hot. Nice figure. So I had to go to class. It was a Friday. I had an exam, so I couldn't miss it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I got to get this chick out of here. I got to go. So I'm like, hey, get up. So I got to go to class. So she sits up and she goes, she stretches. And I'm like, wow, man. You know, had nice melons.
Yeah, go back to the Family Feud question, yeah.
Didn't see her peach or her cherry,
Okay.
but that part I did see.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then when she opened her eyes, she was like this. She had fish eyes, man. She had one eye looking this way, looking the other way. So I'm sitting there in the middle of the bed, and she's looking to the right corner of the bed. And I'm like, hey, I'm over here. So I had a bunch of flags in my room.
Uh-huh.
So
Flags?
yeah, like flags. I worked for the state, and at the end of every session, I would take the American flags off of the desks of the senators and the House members before they called sine die, which is the end of the session.
I know what sine die is.
And so I had a bunch of flags, and I was like I was on like a freaking aircraft carrier U.S. Nimitz, dude, like giving a flag signals, trying to get her to look.
She's like, what? And you're like, someone could walk in, punch you in the face, and you couldn't identify him.
I thought it was like helped her open out of the. You know how you help somebody out?
Yeah.
I helped her out of the apartment, and every one of my roommates was up, sitting at the table
Yeah.
at breakfast as I'm escorting this young lady out. Needless to say, I was the butt of several jokes for a very long time. And look, every time I went out, no matter where I was, she showed up. I don't know if she had a tracking map on me or what. Every place I went, this was before cell phones and all that stuff.
Did this turn into a TikTok story?
No.
I thought you were going to talk about the Chinese following us.
Oh, they do on TikTok.
Okay.
That's why I don't do TikTok. You asked me why I don't do TikTok.
And you came up with this story.
That's the truth, though. The freaking Chinese are like infiltrating your home. They listening to you and your wife and your children and everything
We
else.
almost made it.
I'm telling you.
We almost made it without anything that was so over the line.
I am telling you, it is the truth. And if you think I'm kidding, Alejandra even heard the same story I was talking about, where on the TikTok.
But Brian thinks I'm like crazy.
No,
so.
she is definitely on point. Alondra is on point. They in China, the kids in China, most of the stuff on TikTok is educational stuff. They can't do what our kids can do with TikTok here. They can't.
Right.
And there's I think it's like 14 before you can even get on TikTok over there. Okay, so
which is great. That's all fine and good. I'm just saying that's not their fault. That's ours.
No, I mean, well, yes and no. Yes, ours as parents allowing our children to use the app.
That's correct.
Okay.
Personal responsibility is always a big topic when it's somebody else.
But why do you think they're doing it?
Why do you think they're doing what?
They can't. The Chinese. They trying to destroy democracy.
This is the same as my skip. This is the same as my skip Bayless argument.
Even at this point, elect a speaker. And why do you think that is?
Because
so much disinformation, so much baloney going on behind the scenes that we didn't even know about, and everything else. And that's what they're trying. They're trying to destroy.
By the way, these 20 people that are holding this up are going. Yeah.
And no, oh yes. Yes, the Chinese are behind it and the Russians.
When the news tells you to be scared, be scared.
The Chinese are behind it and the Russians.
No, it's amazing.
They try to destroy America and our democracy.
It's amazing.
If they played a part in what happened January 6th, 2 years ago, then you're flipping nuts.
The Chinese or the Russians?
Both of them.
I think the Russians more than the Chinese.
Both of them played a part.
Both of them. The Chinese need our system of government.
And they did whatever they can do, and they were behind a lot of the stuff that went on. And it's going to come out in the wash.
The Chinese need our government to function properly because we are their number one customer, and the customer is always right.
Well,
if we break down, they break down. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, so
exactly.
Get it?
Now, Russia's a different story when it comes to misinformation.
Oh, man, I think they're one and the same, man. I really do.
They're not. I can show you a globe.
Well, they do look different. I mean, I thought my kids were actually Russian until I got DNA tests. I did to make sure that they were awfully white, when they were younger.
Yeah.
So I had to get a can of, spray tan to kind of spray them down sometimes because I didn't want people thinking, that they were not of my loin, of my boys, of my fellas. But how is it? How is the ruffelatta?
It's
you
amazing.
Want some ruffelatta? You want a ham and cheese?
You do. Yes, have some.
You want the ruffelatta?
Okay, so first of all, the ruffalatta is ridiculous. It is. I was expecting it to be a lot more like the po' boy, but it's amazing what that butter and herb seasoning does.
Right.
And what
heavy emphasis on the herb.
On the herb.
Yeah.
But it's I got a little
right
probably from the ham sandwich, which we'll get into in a second. All right. Thank you. Thank you. So that's on the one thing. The sesame seeds, the muffalata bread, it changes the whole game.
Are you going on a hamburger? Are you going seeded bun or non-seeded bun?
Whatever they give me.
Really?
I never really asked.
I like a seeded bun.
Okay.
I don't like a plain bun for a burger.
No, this is ridiculous. This is so ridiculously good.
Mm-hmm.
Now the ham sandwich.
Come on.
What?
Keep talking it up about it.
So the ham sandwich is not going to be my second favorite, but it is going to.
You don't have hot sauce on.
I do. I got plenty of hot sauce on it for sure.
Hot sauce on.
That's.
What?
I'll tell you. There's hot sauce on there.
Because we were so poor when we were kids, we couldn't pay attention. We ate a lot of ham and beans.
So, ham is like
beans.
So underrated.
I walked to school for 4 miles every day.
Uphill both ways?
That's right.
Yeah.
I went out in the morning, milked the cow so I could have, milk for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had to churn the butter so I could put the butter on my biscuits, which my grandma made, homemade, with the flour and all. And, just big fan of ham. I've always been my, I told you before.
But this is a New Orleans thing as well,
beef.
Though. Yeah.
Everybody that comes in a restaurant, if you're eating here, what you eating? Roast beef every time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
the recommendation.
That's just it.
You have to go a number of times before you can venture out.
Gotta have that. And I'm going, number 2 is going to be the ham and cheese. Ham and Swiss with some Crystal hot sauce on.
So it's a fantastic sandwich.
Number 3, Big Easy Club.
Big Easy Club, so good. I'm sold on that forever. But
that's like, we've got, let me see. You've got about 12 ounces of meat on that sandwich. Then you have, on the whole,
mm-hmm.
then you've got 4 pieces of Swiss cheese, and 3 to 4 pieces of bacon if we can fit it on the bread. I mean, I'm telling you. And then you've got the Crescent City combo, which is another one of your favorites.
My old favorite, yeah.
But, of course, you know, when you are a disgusting fat body like me, you used to get the seafood muffalata a lot.
I did.
You used to eat that quite often when you would come in there.
I love that.
That is a very, very good thing. But, you know, people don't believe this. The only thing I eat fried is I eat some fried fish. I don't like fried shrimp. I mean, oysters, I prefer to eat them raw.
Well, I got away from the fried when I lost all the weight.
I'm just not, I don't know if it's the thing that got older. I just kind of don't really like, even French fries. I'm not a big fan of any fried food anymore.
So with
Maybe
me, it was
normal.
when I lost the weight. When I lost the weight, I lost the taste for fried.
The fried food. But I mean, I eat the heck out of some, you know, like, and a regular muffalata. Dude, I'll hammer a whole one of those. I'm serious. I could literally eat a whole one. I mean, especially if I go to Central Grocery and get theirs, which is the one I grew up eating. You know, I mean, I'm money in the bank with that type of stuff, cold cuts and stuff. But you know, veal cutlet. I mean, that's another good one. A regular breaded veal cutlet. Yeah, I think we made them on the show one time when we were doing the beef council. We did the veal cutlet.
We did, and it was amazing.
And we did it. It was amazing. And you have to have. I was cracking on American cheese earlier, but you have to have American cheese on that po' boy, you know, and then you put a little brown gravy on it too if you want to kick it up a notch.
So the ham sandwich. All right, the flavors of the ham, or ham's flavor is amazing to begin with, but you didn't have so much of the crystal on it that you like killed it off. And there's something special about just ham and Swiss together.
Well, I mean, the crystal too.
It's like, it reminds me of childhood.
And we were talking about the Swiss cheese from the Netherlands. Mm-hmm. You know, it's got a strong flavor, you know. Yeah. You know, provolone's a little bit more lax, and that's why I don't put it on the ruffelatta, because I think if I put the Swiss, it would overpower the taste of the butter and the garlic and stuff that we have on there, and so that's why we go with the provolone. But the Swiss cheese, it's one of my favorite cheeses. I mean, you know, that and blue cheese, and I like the stinkier, more pungent taste of a cheese. Yeah. I like that. That's just something that I prefer.
Right, but it makes it harder to pair it with things. Well, it's got to be its own thing.
True too. I mean, you'd be amazed. Like people, you know, blue cheese on a hamburger. You ever had blue cheese on a hamburger?
I have. Yes, I have.
Fantastic.
Over at Zealand Street.
It's fantastic. Yep. You know, and you would not think that those two together,
right,
a burger with blue cheese on it would work.
Yeah, but you get a little bit of grease from the beef, and it kind of breaks down the cheese.
I guess the profiles of certain foods, it really depends on you just putting it together and trying it, you know, and then you'll know whether or not it tastes good or not, you know. So if you put blue cheese on, you know, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, doesn't sound good, but I don't know. I've never tried it.
I don't think I would do that.
Have you ever tried it?
No.
Me neither, but I bet you it might not be bad. You like pepper jelly, right?
I love pepper jelly.
Okay, so pepper jelly with Philadelphia cream cheese is kind of the same as blue cheese, is a little texture-wise, except for the strong
But that
taste.
reminds me of childhood, though, man, because that was like every Christmas party over at my aunt's house. Like, there's the hunk of cream cheese, you dump the pepper jelly, and then you get put it on the cracker.
Let me tell you what you do. Get you a cracker.
Uh-huh.
Get you some hog head cheese.
Love me some hog head cheese.
Then put the Philadelphia cream cheese and a pepper jelly on top of that and eat that.
Okay.
You want to talk about good? Look, I told you plenty of times, if you go into a restaurant and you see an owner and he's skinny, walk the flip out.
What's going to happen when you lose 17% of your weight?
That would be about 50-something pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't know. I mean, from what I've talked to a couple of people that take the Monjuni, is that it just curbs your appetite.
I'm going to have to find the real name of this drug.
It's Monjuni. Hold on, man. I'm going to tell you what it is. Hold on. It's Monjuni. I'm pretty sure it's Monjuni.
There's no way. By the way, I can't stop eating the sandwich.
It is Monjuni.
It's so good. Like, both of them are good, but the ruffalatta is with the seeds and the muffalata bread is next level. And, oh, by the way, you talk about needing the mayonnaise on top to kind of intermingle with the gravy. There you go.
Munjaro. I was close.
You're close.
Monjuni, Manjaro.
You're close.
Potato, patata, antipasta, antipasto. I mean, what you going with, Alejandra? Huh?
I'm only halfway paying attention to it.
What she? You know, there used to be a time when I came in here and you really paid attention to everything I said. Now, I'm just an afterthought. You know, I refused to come. I didn't want to tell Brian that I wasn't coming during the month of December because you wasn't here. That's the only reason why I didn't come. I didn't want to have some intern working the board or something like that.
Casey did a good job.
I don't know Casey. I would have liked to have met Casey.
I was listening the whole time.
Why?
Well, there's your problem right there.
I
When you
mean,
get away from work,
clock
you need
out.
to get away from work. It's important that you.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Oh, you were listening to us all the time. Oh, okay. Well,
There was
as always, my work.
I think it was like twice. I was on the Facebook because I had woken up and it came on my notifications and I was like,
You woken up like the woke crowd.
yeah,
Because she's woke.
I'm very woke.
She's woke.
I'm woke as a kid.
She's a fully vaxxed anti-vaxxer. You don't get more woke than that.
You're right.
Last week.
Are we off?
Hey, King Cakes, go get your one today. Start now because the season is upon us. He is Rocco. You're going to find him at 3358 Drusilla Lane.
Give them the taglines.
Po' Boy's so good that if you put one on top of your head, you'll beat your brains out with your tongue trying to get
Very
at it.
good. What's the other one?
Oh,
In order to
make a great New Orleans style po' boy, you got to be from New Orleans. Why?
He said,
Oh. Bo knows everything. All right,
Bo knows.
throw it back to the 80s. Later, Facebook. We'll see you all next week.
3 weeks.